Hi guys, I'm Rachel Lopez and this is the Rachel Lopez channel. Today I'm going to talk about something that I've actually wanted to talk about for a while, and that is the artworks that are posted around on my room. I've never actually shared anything about my art because it's kind of been like held by teachers, going through the system, going into competitions and stuff. Today I'd like to share it with the world, maybe because I'm not taking art next year and I'm not going to make even any more art next year, or maybe I'll take it senior year. But if you haven't noticed, this video is completely unscripted. I decided to turn on the camera like 2 minutes ago, and I was like, okay, let's just get it over with. Let's just do it right now, see what comes up. Maybe it'll be funny, maybe it'll be not. But let's go, man. Okay, so this one I'm actually kind of proud of. It's a watercolor thing of jars, I guess. But when I was doing it, I was like really bad with watercolors at the beginning of sophomore year. It was like basically the first project we ever did. I was like super not proud of it because I used a lot of acrylic paint, and if you know anything about art, you're not supposed to use acrylic when you do watercolor. About like a week ago, I entered into an art scholarship competition, and I put this in, although a very heavily edited rendition of it, and in March I'm gonna hear the result. I don't know why a year later is when they're gonna do it. I'm sorry for the shaking, I don't have a camera stand. So this is the next artwork, and I'm gonna tell you something. In sophomore year, I took 2 art classes, painting 1 and drawing 2. This may have been a mistake. A lot of other easy classes, and I kind of just like skated through the year feeling very guilty on myself because I had nothing to do. But what was good was that I learned that like all the art teachers in the school kind of coordinated their lessons to be the exact same at the exact time. And what I learned is that we were doing this bottle artwork in drawing 2 the same time as we were doing this bottle artwork in painting 1. So I kind of just took the pictures at the same time and did it in at the same time with the same materials, so that kind of worked out well. Looked kind of cool. I don't know. I wanted to enter this one into a scholarship as well, but no. This one I'm not proud of. Okay, like did this freshman year. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a surrealism. I don't know, man. My hats. Sophomore year donuts, man. Those look good. Like I would eat those. They're kind of neon though. I don't know what this one is. Like when we started doing online learning, my painting teacher, she didn't know what to do with us. She kind of made us write painting essays, which I didn't even know those existed. But this is the one for painting that we had to do. She was like, use watercolor, kids. How many of your students do you think have watercolor at home with them to just do whenever they want? But this is what I did about space. Lopez, Lopez, Lopez. And if you didn't know, those are my last names. I have 3 names, and it's just Rachel Lopez, Lopez, Lopez. And this is in middle school, I think 8th grade. And there was a series. And what we did in 8th grade was a bit weird. It wasn't this like just a few, artworks, just like every month we would start a new artwork. It was a huge artwork that we did all throughout the year, just like building up to it. And this was the start of it. It was just Lopez, Lopez, Lopez. And then we would cut up all those Lopez's and make them into like this, well, I was the only one who was named Lopez, but we had to put them into this like collage thing. I have Steven Universe people. There's Peridot, Amethyst, Pearl. This one's made out of watercolor. This one's made out of acrylic. This one's made out of nail polish. And at the end of the year, we had to make this huge canvas thing, 60 by 60, like big, huge thing. And that's the only artwork we did all year. And we only saw him like on Friday for 40 minutes a day. Anyway, and it's all made out of like, this is watercolor and this is acrylic and this is like eyeliner or something. But I had to carry this in my suitcase when I moved back to America, you guys. It was not fun. My things, I had to get down from a chair. That's hanging like really high up there. That's my shelves. Very nice. I had to put that in my suitcase with my backpack, with all my clothes, and haul it a carry-on on an airplane to America, like a 12-hour flight, Hamburg to Frankfurt to Houston. I'm surprised it didn't break. Next up is this one. It's like a rose. This is actually my first time ever using colored pencils as an art medium, and that's what I did right there for the rose and for the leaves. leaves, and for the wood. In this universe, wood is blue. You know what my teacher gave me for my first time ever using colored pencils, and that's what came out of it? An 80. This is what my drawing teacher made us do in 2020, learning at home, and it's basically just like a bunch of pictures of this angel that I have, and I drew her. Look at that styling. It's so freaking blurry. Oh my god, look at those wings. Okay, funny story with this one. Look at those pores. Oh my god. This is actually a drawing of a head bust we found in the house that we were staying in Hamburg, Germany. It was a head bust painted by our landlord. It was him, the head bust was him, that he painted when he was in college, and he kept it in the house that we were renting in his house instead of taking it with him. I don't know why, I guess to like haunt us in our dreams. We did not like our landlord, we didn't like him very much, he didn't do anything. And so when we moved, we took the head bust, we put it in our suitcase, the same suitcase that I put my 60 by 60 canvas. We took it on the airplane back to Houston, and now we have it with us. And so I took a picture of it, I drew it, and I turned it into my drawing teacher, and I was like, here, you're such a horrible teacher, now you get to face my horrible landlord. This is me. Hello. I had to draw a self-portrait. I don't know what these words say. I think it was like, tell about how you feel during the quarantine. And I think this is really nice. I have like this like weird style of blocking, where like each shadow is like a different thing. It took me about 2 hours, and I'm gonna be honest, drawing me is a lot hotter than real me. I would date her. Next is this broken Coca-Cola bottle, and actually this is probably the first ever acrylic drawing that we did in painting class. Look at that detail, man. Look at that detail work. I was just a sophomore. I should be an artist. I shouldn't be a human resource manager. I should be an artist. That's what I should do for a living. These 3 lovely boys are actually in a series that I started in freshman year. I don't know what they mean, actually. Like, this one has pills in it, and it's like person looking behind him. This one has like little crystals by the eye. This one has like cigarettes, I guess, and his teeth pulled back. Like, that's not how a mouth works. His shirt is melting. Okay, funny story. During quarantine, the day of my AP History exam, I realized that I had a missing assignment from my painting teacher, and it was a self-portrait, like the drawing one. She was like, if you don't turn this into me by 3 o'clock, then you're not gonna get an A in the class. So I was like, okay, I need to do a self-portrait. So I tried to draw one, I could not. So instead, I took a picture of this guy and tried to turn it in, but it wouldn't work because I turned it in too late. And it was like the day of my AP History exam, man. I did not like that. This one was weird, and because I was originally in Drawing 1 for sophomore year, and this was the first thing that we drew in Drawing 1. I actually liked it a lot. It was really hard to draw because it's just like sticks of paper. Like, look at the detail. Look at those shadows. I liked that class so much, man. Like, I had a best friend sitting next to me, but then they moved me to Drawing 2 with that weird teacher. It happens sometimes. You know what, guys? I just really like Legos. Legos are so cool. I like Legos so much. The way they reflect off the blue and the yellow. Look at that reflection. Oh my god, I was so talented. This was my second work with Prismacolors, and it wasn't going so great. It was my first work with drawing hands. I don't know what I got for this. I think it was an A. I remember not liking it so much. I took it home every single day with me for a month. I used pens, I used pencil, Prismacolor. I hate Prismacolors, man. They suck. If you've ever worked with Prismacolors, you'll know. It was just super creepy. I remember this guy came in. He was like 11. He came into my room and he saw this and he was like, what the heck are you doing, girl? Look at those beads. I feel like I should be like the next Banksy, except for bedroom walls. This is probably the last thing that I did before quarantine started for bathroom. This is actually like a model of my mom for this person. It's like a medieval woman queen. There's a crown. She's standing in front of a mirror, but you can't see her in the mirror. It's just a blob. And it's weird, like it's covered in like this tissue paper thing. It's paper covered in tissue paper. I tried really hard not to rip it, but it came pretty close sometimes. Then I painted on her dress, if you can see that. Her face is done really bad. I didn't know what I was thinking when I did this, but the first thing we had to do is in Prismacolors draw this weird thing. I think it was like inspired by the Rolling Stones, because I just listened to like one of their songs and I was like, oh my god, okay, this is good. I had the tentacles and the little locust flowers in like a drum, I think. We had to paint it over here with acrylic, and then each section was like a different sort of theme. Like over here was make it lighter than the rest, and over here was normal, and over here was darker, over here was inverted, and over here was normal again. It looks very weird, and it was displayed to the school for a while. I'm glad I didn't have my name on it. And the one that you see in the videos, it's my cat. It's my cat, Rava. I do this in sophomore year in place of doing rodeo because I hate rodeo. If you're from the South, oh my god, I hate rodeo, man. I hate drawing for rodeo. It's all about realism, and I do not like drawing realism. It's the most boring thing ever. If you can't make painting more interesting than the photo, then it's just not worth it, you know? Some weird brooch checks on here. I don't know. Very realistic. Look at her bell. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And her little paws. That's her right now. No, don't leave. It's very, very up there. I'm so small. It's called Cult of Domesticity. I got my parents to pose for this one. And I entered this into the state vase competition. It's basically a scholastic competition. And I won a 4. And I got into state vase, into state. I got these medals. Yeah, boy. I was about to go to this convention for it in June. But then, of course, it all got canceled because of quarantine. Look where we are now. But I was not allowed to go to that viewing, but hey, it's fine. I didn't place anyway. I didn't win any more medals. I wasn't there for it, but I really like this anyway. It's about like how it's about like sexism and how the men only pay attention to the woman's beauty and her services that she can give to him, symbolized by the flowers, and how that's hurting the woman, symbolized by her blood, and he's not paying attention to the woman herself or her as an individual, symbolized by her very vibrant blue dress. Oh, his hands look like a mummy. His hand I'm very proud of. Okay. That's basically all the artwork that I have on hand. Some of the school is holding some of the artwork that I have right now because it's still at Scholastic. I won a silver key this year for another self-portrait that I did, and it's still there. They're still holding it. They're holding it hostage. If any of you guys want to come with me to bail her out, then we will. All of my self-portraits are really pretty. I won't be making any more videos for a while because I'm going to be doing for school for extra AP classes, so bye.